Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with my weekly bitch, my back issue comic haul. And, yeah, so let's, boy, I had a busy week this week. Holy cow. I think I bought close to 1,000 books this week. For all the money I spent and all the books I got, it averaged about 20 cents a book for everything that I got. So, but anyways, I still want to focus on trying to get through this stuff that I bought the last 3 months. And, but before we get into that, let's do the obligatory, gossip, movie, new series visitation, that sort of stuff, that has happened in the last week here. Last week, I mentioned Witches and how that is just a smoking hot book right now. I'd say the two hottest books right now are Witches and Spider-Verse 2. The first one, Stacy, Spider-Woman. I don't have that one, unfortunately. But as far as Witches, I mentioned that this book right here, I is for Image, is the first appearance of Witches. And as I mentioned, there's two versions of this. There's a white version of this eye and a black version. And you want the black version. That's the first appearance of Witches. All right. So next thing is, I already touched on this, is that they are doing the Suicide Squad movie. And I agree with Mercenaut. I think the movie that interests me the most of all the ones they announced is this one, and maybe Cyborg. I don't know. It just depends on what they do with that. But anyway, for sure, this one really intrigues me. And I noticed that this book, they are reporting that it is sold for $40. This book for $40. I don't quite understand that, but anyway. And what's weird too is that you know, they announced at the same time the characters in one of them being multiplex. And if you notice that the newest episode 2 of The Flash, had multiplex as the villain. I thought that was kind of ironic or curious, to say the least. And because of this announcement, for some reason, this book is getting some side action. Kung Fu Fighter #1, Richard Dragon. They are, even though Bronze Tiger is not even in the movie, and this really is not his first appearance, it's in the novel. But this book here is getting some uptick because of that. So pretty interesting. Another book that's seeing an uptick in action is, believe it or not, this book right here, Thor 321. And the reason that it's showing some interest is that they are purporting this to be the first appearance of Freya, Freya, which is kind of this angelic Asgardian. And they are claiming that she could be the female Thor, because apparently she picks up the hammer. I looked through this book and I didn't see that happen, but I did see Freya in this. But this book is getting some attention because of that. Bleeding Cool announced that it's not going to be right away. It's not going to be X-23 that's going to take over Wolverine. It's going to be this gentleman right here, Sabretooth. At least in the beginning, that could change. People are thinking that it's only going to be for a short time, that Sabretooth is going to be Wolverine and that it will become eventually X-23. But anyways, keep your eyes out for any Sabretooth. I don't know. We'll see if that takes an uptick. Some series that Marvel they've been shooting out these little one picks to people with no explanation, just picks that things are going to happen in 2015. And apparently some of these are going to be one shots that they're going to revisit these in. But one of them is Armor Wars, the Iron Man Armor Wars, which took place for 7 issues, I believe. Starts in 225 to 232. Another, series that they're going to revisit, and I believe in one-shots again, is World War Hulk. Great read. And then the other one that they're revisiting is House of M. So I hope these are all, except for maybe House of M. I wasn't really too much into that, but I really enjoyed Armor Wars, and I enjoyed World War Hulk, and I really enjoyed the Superhero Secret Wars and Civil War, and I really hope that these books get some uptick for it. They really deserve it. They are just masterpieces, at least in my opinion. All right, so I've been talking a little bit about Lucifer, and I've mentioned, I've shown in my past videos that you need to have Sandman number 4. Sandman number 1 would not be a bad one to have too, but that's already a given. And then Lucifer number 1 out of his regular series. But something happened between Sandman and Lucifer taking over his regular series. And the first thing that happened was Lucifer had his own mini-series. It was a Sandman's Presents. Here's issues 1 and 2 of that. I don't have issue 3 yet, but this predates Lucifer and is right after Sandman. And then right after this is, and I think Yanni Gogolak showed this book, is the preview to Lucifer on his regular series. And then on the back side is a preview to the new Swamp Thing. But so if you want to get involved with Lucifer for some reason, what you want to look at is these books right here. You want to look at Sandman number 4. You want to look at Lucifer number 1, the preview, and the mini series for sure. So, yep. All right, so I think that's about all I have as far as movie and that sort of a thing. So, went to my local half-price bookstore the other day, and a few days back, maybe last week, let's just say, and I was digging through their stuff, and all of a sudden, I come up with these little guys right here for $1 each, and I used a coupon, so I got 15% off, so I got these for 85 cents a piece. Harley Quinn number 1. Harley Quinn number 2. I hope you can see that. I don't know if it'll focus in or not, but that's to show you that that's $1. There's number 3, number 4, number 5. I haven't even had a chance to rebag and board these things yet. Number 10. That's my second copy of that one. Number 11. Number 12. All of these for 85 cents each. Number 14. Number 15, number 16, 17, love that cover, 18, and 19, all for 85 cents each. I couldn't flip and believe it. I just snatched them up so fast, I ran right up there and paid my money. All right, so let's get on to this stuff here that I just wanted to kind of clean up. This is stuff that I purchased from like what, June and through July, August, June, July, and August, yeah. And this is the last batch of it here. Like I said, I didn't want to bore you. I probably bought 7 long boxes worth of stuff, but this one was kind of cool. This is Image Zero from 1993. It's a standalone image thing where they kind of combine all the different characters in there, and there's Spawn and Savage Dragon and a few other ones. Speaking of Spawn, they're actually talking about rebooting Spawn, starting over. That could be interesting. Irredeemable Man by Mark Waid and afterword by Grant Morrison, number 1. Miracle Man, number 4. Pretty Deadly, number 1. I jumped these are rather new. I'm going to save these for later. Some more Wonder Womans. I picked up a bunch of them, but these are some of the cooler ones. Number 175 with Joker, The Witch is Back. 79, I think that's a Michael Bolin cover. Here's another. These are all out of order. I don't even care anymore. DC Millenniums. I love the Millenniums. Here's the Sensation Comics one. I'll pick those up whenever I can. Batman Detective Comics 673, DC Universe. I know I'm probably the only one who gives a crap about that, but I just think they're going to do something. That's just my own opinion. Catwoman Annual with the Joker on the cover. I love that one. Last issue of Dark Knight, Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight. I will spit it out. Sorry. Picked up some old Adventure comics. I love Superboy and the Legion, or just the Legion of Superheroes. There's 374. Here's Morning Glories number 3, first print. Paid 25 cents for that book. Morning Glories number 3. Here's another one I paid $1.25 for. This is Mad Men Adventures. It's the red foil that was included in the Hero magazine. It's an ash can. I love them ash can kind of things. Stray Bullets. I paid $1 for these. Number 1. Number 2, first prints. And this is the free comic book day. Some of these free comic book days, I'm telling you, they're getting kind of pricey and sought after. And number 3, like I said, all first prints. Picked up Star Slayer number 1, Mike Grell. It's a Rocketeer cameo. Love these. These are called MPI or Shanlons. And there were like 4 or 5 different things that they did with these. There was a Batman one, a Spider-Man one, and I think a Captain America one. They were usually about 4 issues each. And you can see that they're mini comics. But I love these things. If ever I find them, I do snatch them up. I just love that odd kind of stuff. Silver Star, Kirby goodness off the Pacific Coast. This one's kind of cool. She, Way of the Warrior. This is the Virgin Fan Appreciation cover. Isn't that beautiful by Tucci? All right. Here is Shadow Man number 1, the Dave Johnson 1 in 20 variant. Paid $1 for that guy. Santa Claus number 1 from 1991. This is apparently the first Mike Deodato work, I've been told. I don't know if that's true or not. If anybody knows, they could let me know on that. Purportedly, this is the first Mike Deodato work. People have touched on this already. This is Sam and Twitch. The reason that this one, I'm showing this one and people have talked about it, is that apparently McFarlane has been putting out teasers that there's another one of his works that is going to be brought into movie or TV form, and just from pure speculation, it's kind of boiling down to this one right here. A lot of people are feeling the Sam and Twitch, and that's number 1. So if you see those, they're pretty cheap. I suggest picking one up. Rye, the Zero Vert cover. This, of all that Valiant stuff back in the 90s, this is the one cover that's always stuck out to me as one of the most beautiful, iconic covers. Once again, just my own personal opinion. I never owned it until now, because back then in the 90s, that thing was super expensive. All right, let's see what we got here. This is Dark Horse Comics Presents number 24. This is the first Aliens in comics. Thought that was pretty cool. All right, Eternal Warrior number 1. This is the origin of Eternal Warrior and Armstrong. And they are doing the Armor and Armstrong movie. So, all right, I'm going to end this video right here. I'm going to do part 2 in just a minute. So check out part 2. Vin Crew signing off.